folks. Now, right now, we're going to talk secession or surrender. Now, I personally think that surrender is not an option. I hope that you don't think it is either. But the secession can come in many ways. And as people are arguing, the left has already seceded from America because they have already split themselves. And they're just trying to convert and force convert the rest of Americans to their way of thinking. They have already seceded over the decades with their entertainment, with their science, with their medicine, with their cultural education. The left's been gone for a long time. It's just the right has been too stupid to realize it. And we have to maintain, we have to stand up for ourselves. Giving the left free reign and free power is just hasn't been working out well for us, as I think you have noticed. So, secession is an essential part of our pushback. I said there's a lot of people who seem to think that they're going to be able to go in through the old American system, i.e. voting and the old legal system that the left has corrupted to the point where obeying the law will get you thrown in jail and breaking the law will get you out of it. I just don't see how there's any reconciliation with these two points of view. The right now thinks they're going to be able to somehow pull the country back to the right through the corrupt systems created by the left. And I said, personally, I don't see it happening. I mean, I'm glad there are people standing up. I mean, obviously, our system of so-called checks and balances does help. However, just think how the left has finagled and wormed their way into the checks and balances so to render them null and void. So, everybody who is still trying to take the country back the old-fashioned way, they have a long road to hoe. And we hope they can do it. That seems to be the prevailing sentiment among the conservatives, and I understand because an outright secession would cause a lot of problems, and people just aren't up to that. So they're going to try to go through the old channels, and I said, I believe they'll make some progress, but like I said, it's not going to be easy. And the conservatives need to learn to fight. They need to learn to push back and not just be cowardly and servile and apologize. The conservatives need to learn to be tough and strong. And I said, so the point is, those of us who believe secession is the best way, we can continue the movement through just our actions, through building culture, through building businesses, through speaking out against what's corruption and what's wrong. So we can indeed have our own personal secession, just like the left has had their own personal secession. So, I said, it's tricky, and I know it's hard for people to make stands, but we really do need to make an effort. We cannot expect the country to just always be sweet and perfect. I mean, it never was sweet and perfect. I think the people of the last 50 years have been living off an idealized version of like the 1940s America, where everything was idealized, and they didn't present us with the problems underlying, so everyone just assumed there was no problems in America, and everything's perfect and will always remain perfect. But you gotta realize there's always problems in any country boiling beneath the surface, waiting to erupt. And it's the duty of the current generation to examine everything about the country and see what needs improved, what needs changed, how we can make things better. And that's our duty. And that duty has not been done for like 60 years. Everyone's been just assuming things are going to always go along and be perfect and America's always going to be the best. No, that's not how it works. So, we need to practice secession in our everyday lives. Secession from the corrupt and crooked politicians and the corrupt and crooked institutions that they have infiltrated. So even if we do not get an outright secession, we can secede by degrees and through other means. And we must do it, because to not do it would be to surrender. So in my way of thinking, trying to come at fixing our problems through the old corrupted legal system is like surrender. However, we have to get the majority of the people on our side. And the majority of the people aren't very movable, so we'll just do the best we can, and we'll be grateful for small victories. But ultimately, I still say a secession would force the corrupt left to confront the right, and it would be on an equal playing field and from a position of power. Right now, we are ants under their shoe. So if your ants think you're going to be able to get up and battle the farmer, good luck to you. But cases like these take ingenuity, creativity, determination, and a lot of things. So, all right. So we say we're going to secede. We are not going to surrender, because in surrender, what's left? There's nothing left. We cannot go the way of the left. We've come too far, and we are going to get our act together in these Western nations so they can be great again. And we all have to work together. We do. Freedom is a collective effort. If I say I want to be free, I can't always be that free, but if we all work together to be free, we can keep it. Keep freedom. Praise the Lord. All right. Take care. Let freedom ring.